Hello, everyone. Welcome to Poetry Journal Podcast. I am your host, Alex Murdoch, and I'm just giving a positive shout out to everyone this week. I'm not sure if you hear my voice, but I'm not too well today. But with that being said, I just thought, I hope everyone having a good week, and at least you're a bit more healthy than me at the moment. Okay, I wanted to read a little take on the piece I really want to speak on, as it goes. Unscrupulous to the point of being dubious. My pain would never make me sane. So unhinged, I'm convinced nothing will ever be the same again. Why is this relevant? Well, I think it's best to speak on the state of mind that inspired such a thought. So I was literally just sitting down and I was just having flashbacks, when you're down in the trenches, so to speak, like so deep into your own situational turmoil that it makes you unhinged. And so unscrupulous and dubious comes to mind. Consequently, that's when, self-doubt starts and you start to lose perspective on yourself. And I think more than anything, I think a lot of people find such situations traumatizing. It really can be. So that's literally what I was really I was hoping that people get from this piece, this little snap, this little piece that I'm speaking on. For me personally, like in terms of like overcoming it as well, I just feel the things I found more important is like self-belief. For one, staying consistent with who you are and what who you know yourself to be, in a sense. I think even more so important. I think this one, I would say everybody would agree with. Time. Time is so important when you're going through something serious. Time to find yourself, to unravel your mind, to find your way out of whatever situation you're currently in a sense. I think it's so important to actually give yourself time. Like even speaking more into my situation, I think the most recent thing I've kind of experienced, like relative to what I wrote and read, is over the past year or so, just experiencing a lot of losses or losing close people to me, and just off that experience alone, I just found that those type of things, you just getting low and it creeps on you, like you think you're fine, then you're not fine, and then it carries on, and then after a while, you're not fine, but then despite your awareness, it stays. And it's almost like you go through a point where it's almost you're reveling in the situation, and it can carry on like that until you decide to really address it or really pay attention to it, in a sense. I say all this to say, the whole point behind all this is to say, it can get so easy to lose yourself sometimes. So I think awareness alone is so important. It's so important. So I hope everybody kind of understand and take heed to, my take, my expression, and hopefully, it might help you out. Right. Next segment. With this segment, I thought it has been a while since I've read something like a whole piece. So I thought, you know what, and I do intend to keep reading pieces once in a while, not all the time. So with that being said, I felt, let me just give my listeners a treat this week. And I thought I'll read something that I did. I'm not sure if anybody knows, but I actually do open mics, and I've been doing a few recently, just kind of getting my book out there, or just like reading things from my book. Poetry from my book. If you don't know, that's Poetry Journal, Growing Pains. You can find it on the site, or you can find it on your on Amazon. But of course, I'm reading my own work, and I thought to myself, you know what? Let me bring something new to the table, because of course, I always got new, fresh material. So I thought, and it was apropos because I was getting such a warm reception. I thought, you know what, it was a good idea, and it was well deserving. So that's why I intend to share with you today. It's a piece, and you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm gonna take you on a journey with this one, so you're gonna have to listen. It's called Memories and Treachery. Pull up a seat. That's what my memories are telling me. You want something to eat? Maybe have some tea. Star-eyed, witnessing the memories inside, they look to me and smile, partly, speaking, pertaining just of the happy side. From various times, different plights, the onset of pandemonium, leading to heights. I could see myself feeling highs like a kite. I open up and smile like yesterday's feeling. It tugs, then hide inside, for it was hard to feel it, though I knew it resides. I see a good thing from a time I know not, brain set revealing resistance, painful ulcers, and blood clots, turbo times, temperatures like limes, rising in temperament, solid in callous times. Urging myself to look beyond, forget what was or have gone. I admit it was no longer wrong, just plagues that runs like an unfiltered and sad song. How could I initiate? For to cleanse means I had to be benign. But headspin, witnessing certain moments of past, I felt not to imagine. Pretty please curtail my enthusiasm. Let the moments not so sticky like cytoplasm. Let the antidote carry me away from this dead spin that holds insurmountable deeds of the untold. Such are the pessimistic's flares. They lack compare. They bite in spite that momentarily disappears. Now for the period of happiness again, I sense my relief. Jittery iron of teeth. Bitterly yet grateful for the second to escape. Let happiness come around in leaps and bounds. Though for characteristics I've been unrenowned. For recently, they simply do not come around. taking my time to mental recordings of my innuendos and ever many chimes, calling for the malleable and ductile lines. Perhaps it could lead my cerebral to a pleasant moment on rewind. Call it the good times, call it the ever benign, the ever I'm fine, those sweet little elemental lines, earth-like levees and small mountains one could climb. The world so cold sometimes, carrying my blanket to caress every line. Perhaps the moments would escape the feelings of ice, the I spy, the negative and ill little lines, creating times or sweet little lies. I could imagine tears on the horizon, in need of precipitation, although not having, an area of condensation, everything tangent and lacking, the absence of facilitation, just the moments, periods of the unforgiven. For myself, I could never decree the necessary need to feel the love of thee. For me, until I feel the touch of thee. The crowd reveals such as the epiphany of thee, constantly feeling the need to figure forgiveness for me. Hypocrisy, contradictions, and internal crimes, treading careful while walking every line, aching in the making, the onslaught is amazing, feeling sometimes I could envision my own demise, interrogating an incision, peeling away the masses, in the endeavor to uncover curses, begging to not discover further terrors or closets with remembrance or dangers, resemblance of crisis. Let the kraken and skeletons come to dawn at the forefront. There I can bear the brunt, deliver a hunt, a solvent of whatever may be their weakness, whatever is the truth to their spawn, then lick my wounds and get back to a brighter dawn. Yes, and that poem again is called Memories and Treachery. Now it's just something I wrote, and I thought, you know what, I want to give a little treat and just put that one out there. So, I hope you enjoy that. And of course, again, that's it, everyone. Thank you for listening. Of course, as always, I've started doing. I haven't really mentioned the open mic thing, but I've started doing open mics for a while now, and open mics, and I would just keep you informed. And hey, if you're in London, perhaps you're close to a venue I'm at. I want to make a quick shout out to Grow in Hackney Wick. That's basically one of the main places I've been, and it's just so many cool artists, cool people out there, and it's just a place for artists in general, especially for artists, where you can grow and you can express yourself in your own way, whether you're a musician or you're a rapper, wherever it is. So, it's a great reception for artists and creatives. So that's definitely, if you're in London, that's one place I would definitely recommend, because the owner is really cool as well. So, yeah, definitely check that out. But I'll keep you posted on the, and also I'll be recording. I also have a YouTube site. I will be putting a lot of recordings of what I'll be doing on stage on there, so definitely look out for that. Of course, as I mentioned before, I have a poetry journal available right now, and 2 short stories I've written. One I'm giving away for free. All you have to do is subscribe, leave your details, and I'll have this story emailed to you. I think the first one is the first volume I'm giving away for free. So if you're interested and you like short stories, definitely check my site or wherever you could find me, or Instagram, or dreamimagine.express, and that's for my WordPress. Just message me wherever, and I'll definitely that way you'd subscribe, and I'll keep you updated with the ongoings of my newsletter, etc. And you can hear exactly what's going on. But I do intend to put those videos on YouTube, so everybody can get a vibe, a feel of what I'm doing on stage, and you can see where I'm at. Hopefully enjoy it as well. Hopefully enjoy it more than anything, I would say. But yes, everyone, thanks for listening, and until next time, take care.